won't show. Whispers in the dark, deals in the shade. Build from the fire, now the city's afraid. We don't bluff, we make the game. Every move sparks fear and fame. From the forge to the peak we grind. Mess with the best, get left behind. Yeah, the Syndicate runs this town. From the underground up we hold the crown. Stacking chips while they chase the fame. We write the rules, they just play the game. The Syndicate runs this town. Don't forget the name. You hear the clatter of chips? That's not luck. That's legacy. The Syndicate, cold blood, no doubt. We run this town, now fade out. The Syndicate, cold blood, no doubt. We run this town, now fade out. The Syndicate, cold blood, no doubt. We run this town, now fade out. The Syndicate, cold blood, no doubt. We run this town, now fade out. Yeah, the Syndicate runs this town. From the underground up we hold the crown. Stacking chips while they chase the fame. We write the rules, they just play the game. The Syndicate runs this town. Don't forget the name. To the unknown, embrace the wonderland and be shown. In the silence, we'll find our song. In the journey, we'll learn we belong. Let's raise our voices to the unknown, embrace the wonderland and be shown. In the silence, we'll find our song. In the journey, we'll learn we belong. Let's raise our voices to the unknown, embrace the wonderland and be shown. In the silence, we'll find our song. In the journey we'll learn we belong. Wow.
Well, gang, here we are once again with the Syndicate's Warrior Series, the Weekend Warrior Series of the Syndicate Poker Club on PokerNow.club. We've got a little bit different presentation for you. We're not going to bore you with my little stupid voice. We're going to bore you with a whole bunch of poker. That's what we're going to do. The action has already started. We are running a little late getting on the air this afternoon. The whole Syndicate clan, as you might want to call them, have gotten their games rolling. Only one table running today on these Syndicate games. So pretty easy to keep track of. Pretty easy to keep an eye on everybody as to what's going on. Got nearly a full table of players today. You got your usual suspects all sitting out there doing their thing, pretending that they know how to play poker. So let's take a look at what our gameplay roster is today. Supposed to have Thunderbird 2, Marta, 4 King Ace Hole, who is the current leader of the Syndicate Warrior Series, B-Strat, your sit-and-go leader over there in the Poker Now sit-and-go leaderboard, or maybe she may have dropped. I'm just being told she may have dropped. The Freak Child. We've got Godly, Biggie Large, Boss, all supposed to be on the roster today. It looks like we're missing a couple of people on the table that were supposed to be on the roster, but we'll see if they're going to end up joining late as we get into the game here. We're going to let you guys take a peek at what's going on as Freak Child's sitting there with some action. Thunderbird is kicking it over to Forking Acehole, who's raising it over to the Freak Child. Freak Child's going to call whatever the hell he's got as the Forking Acehole takes some action. He's raising it up, and the Freak Child has folded. Forking Acehole showing his 2-pair ace-10 right off the bat. You know, that Forking Acehole guy, I got to tell you, he is kicking everybody's ass in this Syndicate series. The Syndicate Warrior Series, I should say. So, need to keep an eye on him this game for sure. Let's take a look at his stats just here real quick. The Forking Acehole, his Poker Now Season 5 sit and go rank was 21st. He's originally, well, not originally from Los Angeles, but his hometown is Los Angeles. He's old age. He's been a Poker Now sit and go season champion before, and he's most annoyed by lucky fucks. So if you're a lucky fuck, you might want to be a little wary of this Viking-esque man. Because if you annoy him, it looks like he will beat the living shit out of you. So we're going to run you guys into the game for a little while, let you watch. We got some music that we're going to bring out to you guys today instead of listening to my idiotic voice. So what we've got planned for you is a bunch of poker songs that you probably never thought would exist or probably ever thought needed to exist, but they do. A little bit something from an album called All In, All Wrong. This is called Folded to Full House. We'll let you guys keep up on the action for a little while, and we'll be back in a moment with some more player profiles and other shit. Enjoy the game.
Played it tight, like the books all say. Laid down queens just the other day. Did the math, felt real mature. Didn't trust that board, I was feeling sure. Then she showed Jack 5, hit a boat by fluke, and I died a little inside, sipping warm kombucha. I folded a full house, Lord help me now. Was trying to be wise, didn't want to kowtow. They're shoving with nothing, I'm playing it sound, and every bad player is taking me down. Next hand I flop trips, feeling the flow. Then some dude insta jams like a TV show. I tank and fold, say nice hand, real kind. He flips over 6 high like he lost his mind. He says I had a blocker, then orders a Coke, and I question my career and all of my hopes. I folded a full house, I let it go. They shove with air and still steal the show. Every red I make is painfully right, but poker gods ghosted me out of spite. I study the charts, I play like a pro. They're eating hot dogs and winning the dough. One guy said I don't even know how to play, then turned quads and skipped away. I'm dreaming of bingo, where the rules make sense, cause this table's a circus and I'm on the fence. I folded a full house, can't sleep at night. They're raising with Uno cards out of spite. I'm begging the dealer to just deal me out, while Chad goes all in with the mustard stain shout. So next time I see it, I might just call, even if the board's paired with 4 overcards and a flush draw.
Well, that was a little something called Folded a Full House. Did you get it? Just from hearing the lyrics and hearing the song? Did you figure it out? Folded a Full House? Anyway, it comes from a little album called All In, All Wrong. You can check that out over at Bandcamp, bandcamp.com, All In, All Wrong by the Freak Child Experience. That player right there who's in the action right now, as you can see. Or was, as we're moving on. We play over at pokernow.club, www.pokernow.club. We'll give you a little insight to that little place, whatever you want to call it. The establishment, the joint. Give you a little idea of what all goes on there. Obviously, you can see we play some poker over there. So lots of free poker. That's all. It's all free poker. No money is involved. You don't have to play for money. You don't have to pay anything to play. You can get into clubs just like the Syndicate. Definitely something for you all to check out. So there you go. That's where they play. The Syndicate. Or we play. They play. We play. Did you get it yet? Maybe. I'm one of the players. In any case, back to the action. As we said, nobody's been knocked out yet. Everything seems to be going swimmingly, although we do have quite the leaderboard going on here with the number one player not being shown on the leaderboard correctly. What's going on here, gang? Somebody want to update that for me, please? That would be great. Thank you. There we go. There's the correct leaderboard. We got Forking A Souls sitting with the chip lead, followed by Boss, the Freak Child, B-Strats hanging in there, Thunderbird, who apparently is, what is this saying, offline away, or was offline away? I'm not sure what's going on here. Godly, and Marta has already been knocked out in 7th. So that is kind of a sad day for Marta. One of the better players on Monday nights. The Syndicate also plays on Monday nights with a summer series, which is about to wrap up. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Bracelets that you see in those little pictures there, they actually win these bracelets with the Syndicate. So you guys can always become part of the Syndicate. If you're a good enough player, there are qualifications apparently to get in. And there you go. So let you guys get back into the action here as they're all kind of just sitting around doing nothing. Boss is in the action, does a bet of 100 chips here. A lot of people who watch online and play online are used to the betting or the big blind system of betting and chip counting, but because the blinds are all set in chips and the leaderboards are set in chips, we just kind of leave it there. It's easier for some people to follow, so because those are actual chip amounts. Chip in the chair, as they always say. So there you go. Freak Child's going into the action. He's calling the $100 bet there. Thunderbird is in the action. He is not offline. He is in the game. So we're waiting on his action as he can check, fold, or raise here. Or, well, he should check or raise, I would say. We got a 10-5 jack of diamonds sitting on that board there. Cheek filed? Cheek filed. Hey, cheek filed. Freak Child's checking it out. Thunderbird has gone gray and offline again. Must be having some connection errors over here. Who knows what's going on there. So that's been forced into a check. B-Strat, one of the top players who we will take a peek at here shortly. Give a little player profile on her. And somebody said something there. Godly said something there. What did she say? She said, yeah, it's hard to get away from that. Oh, something about things being suited. Anyway, they chat a lot in these games. A lot of shit talking that ends up happening, too. Which, of course, we leave that up on the screen for you. It is uncensored. These guys don't get out of control. So we don't really have to worry about you guys seeing anything that would be... shall we say, inappropriate, not safe for work. Don't let it be not safe for work. So that's where we're sitting at as Thunderbird is still sitting offline, and he will be forced into a fold. B-Strat will take down the hand. And that's kind of what happens on online poker sometimes, unfortunately. So we will let you guys get back into the action, take a peek and watch as we bring you yet another song from All In, All Wrong. This one is called River of Tears as you're watching the Syndicate Warrior Series game number 4 being played on PokerNow.club and being brought to you by KFRK Entertainment out of Denver, Colorado.
This one's for the grinders, the ghosts of bankrolls past, and everyone who's ever lost to a guy named Ricky, holding 6'9" offsuit on a prayer.
I had the nuts on the turn, felt like a king, counting my chips, hearing the angels sing. He called my shove like he couldn't care less, said let's see what happens, oh no this fucking ass. Board paired the river, my soul took a hit, he slow rolled me quads while eating Cool Ranch chips. Down by the river of tears, where dreams drown deep and love disappears. These stupid fuckers floating down the river, sitting on the toilet and then they flush. I played it right, but fate interferes, now I'm floating alone on a river of tears. Another day, another dollar lost, flopped a straight thought, I'll show him who's boss. He called with 2 pair, weak as can be, then the board paired up naturally. He fist bumped the guy in a Scooby-Doo hat while I stared at the felt flat on my back. Down by the river of tears, where dreams drown deep and love disappears. These stupid fuckers floating down the river, sitting on the toilet and then they flush. I played it right, but fate interferes, now I'm floating alone on a river of tears. I once believed in math, in discipline, in range, but now I believe in bad beats and emotional change. They say variance, I say witchcraft. They say don't tilt, I say laugh on my behalf. Cashed out my chips, walked into the night, past the neon sign and the soda Sprite light. My bankroll's gone, but my soul remains, scarred by maniacs and psychic pains. If you see me wandering with hollow eyes, just know the river's where my sanity lies. Down by the river of tears, where straights get cracked and you face your fears. It's not just the cards, it's the pain of the peers who hit runner, and then cheers. Yeah, I'll see you again on that river of tears.
Well, that was The River of Tears. Such a sad song, but such a reality in the game of poker, especially online poker. Especially when you're playing online poker for free over at PokerNow.com or PokerNow.club, pardon me. We cannot screw that up. It is PokerNow.club, CLUB.club, not .com, .club. Built by a man many, many years ago to figure out how he could play poker with his friends. And now it's become this. streamed live by some guy sitting in Colorado with a computer. I don't know what that means. But in any case, actions are still going on here. Things are not really dwindling terribly. We have a lot of chip shuffling and moving around going on this table here for Game 4 of the Warrior Series with the Syndicate Poker Club at pokernow.club. So let's take a quick peek at that leaderboard and where everybody's sitting now. Godly has taken over the leaderboard at this point as we watch this little bit of action with Freakchild and Forking Acehole. Forking Acehole being the current leader on the major leaderboard of the entire series so far. But as far as this game is concerned, Godly is your chip leader at this time. B-Strat just took a good little pot and moved herself back up a little bit. The Freakchild kind of sloughing off in the background. He's actually getting beaten out by a ghost at this current moment. So I don't know what we can do about him. But the one thing we can do about him for sure at this moment is let's take a peek into his little player profile. He's known as the Freakchild. His Poker Now Season 5 sit-and-go rank was 57th. His favorite game is Hold'em. His hometown apparently is Pluto. He is 127 years old. His current Warrior rank is 4th. He is annoyed most by donks, but his Warrior Series rank as of today's game, he's going into today's game with sitting in 4th place. So I don't know. That guy looks like trouble for sure. Don't you guys think? I think so. But we'll see. We'll see whether or not he can come back from whatever he's got going on here as he continues on this hand against Forking Acehole, who has bet 500 into the Freakchild. Freakchild's move, he's going to call it. An 8 of hearts sitting on that turn. Freakchild is coming back with a 1,500 bet. Forking Acehole calls it. We got a 5, 6, 7, 8 on that board. There's definitely a straight sitting out there in which Forking Acehole ends up taking trips over the Freakchild's 2 pair. Insane what's going on out there. What seems like a good hand, just like the song says, the River of Tears right there. That was proof positive of the song being the reality right there. So don't know what to tell you, folks, other than that's poker for you, especially online. Heading into this next hand, we got a 4-5 queen, little rainbow going on the board there. Freakchild checks it down to B-Strat. B-Strat has taken a $200 push into the Freakchild. Freakchild's calling it out with an ace of spades coming on that turn. B-Strat checks it. Another ace. We got a pair of aces on the board. Complete and utter freaking rainbow sitting out there. And B-Strat with a pair of pocket aces takes it. Freakchild had absolutely nothing sitting there. I don't think his head is in the game. I really don't. Either that or you might be sandbagging. Who knows? We have no clue what could be going on in this. This might be part of his game plan. It could be. We got a 2, ace 7, another rainbow sitting on that board. Freakchild checks it down to the Forking Acehole, or vice versa. And now we got a pair of 2s sitting on the board. Looks like we're getting into a check fest. And, there's a big 500 chips for Freakchild. Not much going on out there. Both guys had pretty much the board beat them on that one, almost. That was pretty terrible. The Thunderbird says he's back. Looks like perhaps he's cheating the game, cheating the system. What's going on? I guess we'll find out. Hopefully he can stay attuned to the game. We don't really have a profile on this player, do we, guys, that we could bring up? No, we don't. That is an unfortunate little bit of news there. Here's a little somebody that we don't talk about often enough, is Godly, who finished season 5 at 36th. she's annoyed most by trash players. She has no notable poker accolades that she knows of. She's sitting 20 years old, sitting out in Washington, D.C. Her favorite Hold'em game is Hold'em, and she actually, not only is she sitting in the chip lead currently for this game, but she is sitting right behind Forking Acehole in the Warrior Series in second place for the 18-game series that is going on. This is only game 4 of 16 game series. Did I say 18? I think I said 18. But that's what's going on there with Godly. So there's what's shaking. It looks like Thunderbird has dumped again after thinking he's back. And apparently not back again. So not sure what all is going to be happening here, but we'll just continue on with the game. Boss checks it. Godly sitting with the chip lead. Sitting at 10-1 with a check. Freechild going in for his turn. He's got 600. Godly sitting, wondering, with Queen 4 deuce on the board. She is sitting, waiting whether she's going to check, raise, or sorry, if she's going to call, fold, or raise. As we wait, and we wait, and we continue to wait for the fold. Freechild does not show cards, but he goes into the big blind. Godly sitting on the small blind. Everybody's out. Godly calls it. Freechild checks. We've got King, Deuce, Jack sitting on that board. Another Jack comes. Both players checking it. 8 of clubs. We got a flush possibly coming down. Godly moving in on this one. She does. 200. Freechild folds it down. Godly takes it. And that's where we're at. Moving on to another hand here. B-Strat's move. She's moving it on to Boss. They both fold. Godly's move. She folds it. Freechild calls. Thunderbird as a ghost. We will wait to see if he comes back. We will find out in a second here. Nothing going on there. Freechild bets his 200. Thunderbird's still ghosting at the moment. We'll see what happens. He is folded out, being a ghost. So there is that. Moving on to the next hand. And I think we'll move on to the next song, as we listen to a little bit more of All In, All Wrong, while you guys continue to watch a little bit of this action here this afternoon. Game 4 of the Weekend Warrior Series with the Syndicate Poker Club on PokerNow.club. Check out PokerNow.club. Play for free, completely free. Playing sit and goes, playing ring games, playing random games, make your own games, make your own tournaments, all sorts of stuff you can do. Check it out over at PokerNow.club. A little song called All In, All Night.
Sat down with a stack, feeling just right. Read the whole table like a book last night. But then a guy in Crocs and a cowboy hat called my raise with 7 deuce. Imagine that. Flop comes down, not a pair in sight. He rivered a straight, said, I just playing for the vibes, alright. Just can't play right. They call with trash, hit the light. I'm losing chips to fools in flight. of sight. Still I'm all in all night. Hands like this all night, one last try. Got kings in the hole, fell 10 feet high. Big blind calls with a face full of fries. Flop strips with a 9, I don't know why. He said 9's my lucky number, dude. I tipped my hat and ordered comfort food. I studied GTO solvers and charts. They study cartoons and follow their hearts. One guy said oops as he showed his hand, flopped a full house with a beer in his pants. I cried inside but I kept my cool while the guy next to me played chess with a pool noodle. All in, all night, where donkeys dance and sharks lose fights. They hit their gunshots just for spite. I'm down to crumbs but still polite. If I go broke, at least I wrote this song. All in, all night. All I've been here before, under pressure and lights, reading faces through the silence of fights. Cards come and go, but the will stays tight. Every chip I earn is a scar made right. Bluffs can breathe and lies can run, but the river speaks when the deal is done. Stacks just numbers, hearts the test. Patience plays while ego rests. You can't fake fire, you can't fake grit, and every lost soul folds when it's lit. The chips don't lie, they tell the tale of battles fought when logic failed. They show who breaks, who stands up tall. When the blinds rise and empires fall, you can bluff the table, bluff the sky. But when the dust clears, the chips don't lie. Stacked against fate, I've made my run. Built from dust, what fear undone. Lost it all, clawed it back. One big blind, one narrow track. I've read the tales and I've played the ghost, but the chips remember who needs it most. Stacks just numbers, hearts the test. Patience plays while ego rests. You can't fake fire, you can't fake grit, and every lost soul folds when it's lit. The chips don't lie, they tell the tale of battles fought when logic failed. They show who breaks, who stands up tall. When the blinds rise and empires fall, you can bluff the table, bluff the sky. But when the dust clears, the chips don't lie. You can fold the truth, hide behind the eyes, but chips record every whisper, every rise. They don't forget, they never blink, they sit and wait while players sink. The chips don't lie, they write the song of
cut home, no lucky ride. Just guts and grind and time on your side. You can run from doubt, but you can't deny when it's heads up for glory. The chips don't lie.
Well, that was the chips that don't lie. We were off the mic, but there was a lot of action, as you all saw. The Thunderbird got pulled out and disqualified from the game. Greek Child got nailed out of the game. And we've got currently Godly and Boss going all in with pocket sixes against pocket queens. That's a hard one. Queen's tripped up and Boss is out. This game is taking a turn very quickly to being close to over as we take another look at that leaderboard of where everybody is finished off now. Marta finished 7th, Thunderbird being disqualified, game out 6th. Freak Child 5th, Boss 4th, and now we're sitting with B-Strat in 3rd. Forking Acehole 2nd, Godly still back in the lead, and it's looking like it could end up being Forking Acehole and Godly, the number 1 and 2 player of the series so far, going head-to-head in game number 4 here. But we will see what happens with that. You also saw the player profile for Boss a little bit ago. But speaking of B-Strat, let's take a look at B-Strat real quick. Season 5 sit and go rank, the little sit and go table games for the entire 5th season. What are they? 8-player tournament games, basically, over there at pokernow.club. Her Warrior Series, currently she's sitting in 5th. We'll see where she sits after this game. We know that she's a 2-time PokerNow sit-and-go champion, and her favorite game variant is Hold'em, and she's apparently annoyed most by men. No hometown, no age to speak of, but that is B-Strat for you. We do know that a lot of people are gunning for her in the pokernow.club world. So because she sits in first place often, and she's going for a 3rd season in a row, I believe, currently as a sit and go champion. So there you go. That's a little bit of our final 3 here, as we got Kings against Queens with an all in on Godly. Not ungodly, but on Godly. Godly going all in against Kinghole, and Godly wins with her Kings take over the pocket queens. This is rough. This is very rough out here. I think we're just going to stay tuned to what goes on, as Forking Acehole is basically the absolute and utter deathly short stack at the moment, with only, 1275 left in chips. Going heads up against B-Strat at the moment. Checking it down. And Forking Acehole will take it with his whopping pair of 2s over the King 10 that B-Strat had. Forking Acehole with small blind, big blind on B-Strat. 7-4-8. 2 spades in the club. King checks. B-Strat checks. Another 8. Another club. Double check. Ace of hearts on the river. Check. Double check. B-Strat will take down for an $800 pot with a Jack 10. Came down to the high cards there. Forking Acehole, I think, hanging on for dear life. Godly in the big blind. Just checks it down. B-Strat, next action. 285 on the board. Full on rainbow again. Godly on 400. B-Strat 400. Now we've got an ace of clubs. Bet a 400 takes Godly's cards away with an ace-4. Their ace was from B-Strat. What's Godly going to do? Us going to make Forking Acehole make a move? No, he's just going to limp it around. 5 Jack Queen on the board. Double check. 6 of hearts comes. Double check. Here's a Jack of clubs. Jack's on the board. 400. Going another 400 for the call, and He will take it with the pair of sixes helping against the king deuce. Godly under the gun with 800, going for a raise, forking ace hole, folds it down, B-strat in the action, calls it. Ace 3-5 on the board, two spades yet again. Check from B-strat, going to Godly with a raise of 400, or a bet of 400 with the call. Got a little wheel sitting out there possible on the board. $1,000 bet from Godly will get B-strat the f out of there. We are not going to be able to leave this. This is getting a little too close. The action is getting crazy. We are going to let you guys continue to watch as we just kind of see what happens. Well, look at that crap board. What are you supposed to do with that? I have no idea. I have no idea. Perhaps the game is rigged. I don't know. We'll find out. Speaking of rigged, here's a little song called Rigged.
Monday night, same pixel bar, same carousel of fools. Stat tracking overlay says I'm 80% to rule. Flop a set of queens, surprise, here comes the fourth club. Chat explodes with LOLs like some call recruitment hub. Dealer button winks at me, I swear I heard a giggle. And right before the payout, jump the power lines, I'll wiggle. I'm keeping notes, drawing graphs, correlation or a laugh. Funny how the coin flips hide their tails. The fucking game is rigged. Patterns tighter than my grip. Every river's pre-recorded. Every miracle is scripted. And the house just plays the clip. Yeah, the damn game is rigged. But I'm rebuying like a stooge. Cause denial is cheaper than therapy and truth. So deal me in. Abuse me with your ruse. Tuesday dawn maintenance break right as I'm up two blinds. Come back, my table swap for bots with matching dollar signs. They min click 3-bet garbage, timing sync like drum machines. Then riverboat against my straight, exactly how it's been. Support replies, variant, sir, please reboot your mind. I screenshot the pattern, spiral, frame it, call it new age design. Look, every time the jackpot's high, the fish all spike a set. Every bubble bursts exactly where I've bet. Flag for responsible gaming after 20 straight coolers. Nothing says responsible like gaslighting the losers. The fucking game is rigged. Algorithms wear a grin. Graphs look like a death metal logo carved into my skin. Yeah, the fucking game is rigged. But hey, that spin and go might pop. So pour another coffee, light the screen, burn to the top. I'll lose with style, middle finger to the flop. Thank you for depositing your disappointment is important to us.
Well, that was a little bit of rigged from the Freak Child Experience on Bandcamp. Poker songs you didn't know you needed or should even exist. We're back into the action. We decided to throw in some sound effects for you as we watch this game. Hopefully they're not terribly loud for you. Working Ace Hole is still hanging on for dear life as we have a Jack 6-3 on the board. He's betting in only 600, only about half his stack right there. Godly's going to fold out to a 600 bet. B-Strat has definitely popped in there. What we thought was going to happen with the number 1 and 2 players of the series going head-to-head, heads up for the final portion of this game, starting to look unlikely, but who knows? Things could change. Ace 8, deuce. Hey, it's the good old dead man's hand out there on the board. Couple of clubs. A 92.50 all in from B-Strat. Gets Godly out of there with an ace 10, 2 pair. All's well that ends well, I guess. We'll see what Forking Ace-Hole's going to do here. Another dead man hand sitting on the board. Couple of hearts. Still no flushes out there. He's going. And that will do it for Forking Ace-Hole for the King 7. And that leaves us heads up with Godly and B-Strat. As the Forking Ace-Hole takes third after a strong finish last night in game number 3, which put him at the top of the leaderboard. We'll see where that lands him after today's game. Flush on the board, 7-5, deuce of diamonds, king spades, Godly bets. We'll just kind of let this one play out and see what happens as the game gets ready to wind down. Godly 2-1, sitting with stack size here. And B-Strat will take that with a queen 6. Jack 7 deuce of spades. There's a couple of clubs now on the board with the 8. They are moving fast. It's hard for me to comment on this. We'll just kind of let you guys watch and let this play out. We'll play another, how about we just play another song for you guys, and we'll just let you continue to watch out the rest of the game. Hopefully it won't end before the song does, but we'll see. This is the Syndicate Warrior Series, Weekend Warrior Series, game number 4, being played on PokerNow.club. You can always check out the PokerNow website. Go to PokerNow.club. All free to play, completely free poker with friends. And you can do all sorts of stuff.
I raised it up with kings in the hole. Dude across the table starts acting bold. He goes all in with jack and a 3. Offsuit garbage, like seriously. Flop comes down and I'm feeling strong, until he hits a runner straight and sings a song. What the fuck were they thinking? Playing trash like it's gold-plated bacon. No position, no odds, no rhyme or reason, but they keep winning like it's cheating season. I study charts, they drink and blink. Tell me again, what the fuck were they thinking? Lady on the button calls with 8-4. No suited, no straight, not even a lure. I flop top, says she flops nothing at all, but chases backdoor hearts like she heard a call. Turning river come just like a prayer. Now she's stacking my chips like life's not fair. 8-4 offsuit goes all in. 9-2 offsuit goes all in. 6-3 offsuit calls a shove, and the whole damn table's feeling the love. What the fuck? They said tight is right, I believed in the grind, but these maniacs keep robbing me blind. They moonwalk through hands with pure disrespect, while I'm sweating GTO, trying to protect. She called a triple barrel with second pair. They said I don't know, it felt lucky there. What the fuck were they thinking? Wearing flip-flops, talking smack and drinking. Every rule I follow, they just break, then high-five each other with my big steak. I
maybe I'm the fool. Maybe none of this means anything. God damn it.
All right, we are back with some action with you guys. These two still have not wrapped it up, but it's getting close. B-Strat sitting just a little under $5,000, holding out to Godly. We got a small, short stack going here. B-Strat versus Godly to see who wins Game 4 of the Weekend Warrior Series, being played by the Syndicate Poker Club over at pokernow.club. pokernow.club. They'll be having a free roll tournament tomorrow, limited to 250 players over at pokernow.club. They're giving away some of their site currency, I believe they call it. Poker Now coins. You can buy little avatars and animation things and things like that with those. And build special extra games. Once again, there's no money involved with pokernow.club. You can play everything on there for free, including building your own multi-table tournaments, playing ring games. But they do have a premium membership in which you can build your own clubs, build your own specialized, more, shall we say, fancy tournaments like you're kind of seeing here with the Syndicate Poker Club. That's about $10 a month. Some added features in there, plus invite-only tournaments that can happen with that. So, a few added features, but completely and utterly what's the word I'm looking for? Not unneeded, unnecessary, but you know what I mean. I've lost everything. I'm trying to follow these guys. They're going really fast for me here. So, let's get back into the game, see if I can catch up with them here. B-Strat's going in. We got 8s on the board, 2 hearts, 8, king, 8,000 from B-Strat. Godly's thinking about it. She's out of there. B-Strat fighting back. She got the pair of kings for 2 pair of kings and 8s. Battle of the blinds at the moment. Godly taken down with a 4 deuce. Godly's taking her. Putting B-Strat all in. She's going to call it with a pair of 4s, ace 6, 2 overs. 4s are holding right now. 4s are still holding with an 8 of spades on the board. And a queen of spades. The 4s will hold. And that will double B-Strat back up, putting her at 15-7. We now have a dead heat game right here. 50-50 shot. Who knows? Blinds are sitting at 501,000 with a 4 clubs on the turn. Checking it down with a 9 of spades on the river. Checking it down to see on the showdown, it's jacks galore for the high card split pot. Chop suey. Seeing the flop with a jack 4 king, 2 clubs. Godly's betting it with 1,000 called, 3 of hearts. Double check. 10 of clubs. Flush on the board possible. Straight on the board possible. Godly bets. That was enough for B-Strat to get the hell out of there. B-Strat's thinking she's going to raise it. Godly's out. Got the big slick. Suited. Third, it was suited. 9 deuce. Queen. 2 spades. Another club out there. Another straight draw coming. Couple of draws, double draw, triple draw, however you want to look at it. Godly's going for 1,000. B-Strat says, nope, I'm out. And we'll just see another cheap flop with 2 jacks and the king. And we'll see another quick bet and fold. See how these guys run her out. They both want to win badly, you can tell. That's why they're not betting a lot. I think they both are just like, I need that perfect hand to take them. And I think that's what it's gonna come down to. Here it comes. No, it wasn't there. But there you go, pair of kings. And oh, Godly was holding a couple of jacks there. But Godly making the smart move and not playing them down. Figuring out B-Strap must have had that king. Godly's raising it up. Fairly cheap flop. Couple of clubs out there. Doyle's sitting out there. Rest in peace. There's your other club. Do we have the flush bet? We have a flush representation bet. B-Strat's out. Godly's not going to show it. B-Strat had a king sitting over there. Another cheap flop. Hey, you pay what you get. I guess you get what you pay for. You pay $1,000, you get shit like that, right? 2 on the river, and pair pocket threes will take that one down. People do not believe that live poker is actually can be extremely boring when it comes down to it. What you see on TV generally, it's all edited to make it so you can see all the exciting moments. Real poker doesn't have as many back-to-back as exciting moments as you think there are that you see on TV all the time. But generally, they have guest people, and they talk amongst themselves while you watch the TV. I get to play music for you that you didn't really want to hear. Because you're like, really? A song about what the fuck? Okay, then. This broadcast brought to you by KFRK Entertainment, a piece of crap company out of Colorado, USA. Lots of stuff on there. Godly will take it with that extra queen, though. We're going to see another cheap flop here. No, Godly's going to raise that one up. No limping in this time. B-Strat says, oh, well, crap. And she's out. Here we go for another cheap flop. And once again, I'm serious. The game has got to be rigged. You get what you pay for. You pay $1,000, you're going to get garbage like that. What's Godly got? We'll never know. She didn't going to show it. She's too embarrassed. Another limp in. Nope. Godly's going 82, putting B-Strat. She's not going to take it. Godly will take those blinds. B-Strat letting her go. Letting her rip with 3 diamonds on the board. 10-4 ace. Now another ace. Wow. What is going to happen here? There she goes, all in. Godly's out of there. Godly had it, but B-Strat had it better on the diamond flush. Limping in. There. See, that it's proof positive. The poker gods will only give you what you pay for. 10 queen against an ace. Ooh, flop 2 pair. B-Strat did. That could have been dangerous. These guys are rocking and rolling. 8-5-3. Now a deuce of hearts. 1,000 called. 9 of clubs. Checking her down. And a pair of deuces will take that hand. That's the other thing about poker. You can have the greatest hands. If that flop ain't coming, you ain't going to get... You got to figure out how to either outplay your opponent or just be smart. Don't try to represent something you ain't got. 10 jack of hearts with a 4 of spades. 1,000 apiece. 3 of clubs. And another 10 on the river. Double check, and B-Strat will take it with that king kicker. Oh, king 7 kicker over Godly's king deuce. Godly's going to take that down to 9-8-6 on the flop. Godly's out. B-Strat's going to steal those blinds with a pair of 9s. I mean, that was easily a straight flop. B-Strat's all in. Pre-flop, Godly's out. There go the blinds with the pocket jacks. Two, 3, 4 on the board. 2 diamonds. Strat's going for 1,000. Godly calls it. Ace of spades on the turn. 1,000 again. Godly's out. B-Strat, too embarrassed to show her cards. Godly's taking B-Strat all in. B-Strat's out of there. More blinds for Godly. Godly has to think about a whole call of 500. 3-4 queen. 1,000 from Godly. We call it 9 of clubs. Godly's waiting. Figure out whether B-Strat's full of crap. She's going to try and take B-Strat all in. Was it a trap? Could have been a trap. We're about to find out. No, we're not about to find out. B-Strat had the 9. Pair of 9s from B-Strat. We'll never know what Godly had again. Godly's taking B-Strat all in pre-flop. That's it. Blinds are hers. Blinds are up at 1,000, 2,000 now. 10-7 queen and then a 3 full-on rainbow out there. And another 3 on the river. Checking it down. Godly, 2,000. B-Strat's out. Godly taking the $4,000 for with nothing. We don't know. We'll never know. She's not going to give away the secrets of what she had. She's the Godly. And the board plays completely. The board beat both players because they suck at poker. No, I'm just kidding. That's pretty bad when the board wins. The board itself just won. Their hands were so bad, but they checked it all the way down. B-Strat's starting to get on the bad side of things here. 4-6-3 crap cards on this board, but not for Godly apparently. She bets out the 57, takes down the hand. We're getting down to nubbins here. Godly's taking in B-Strat. B-Strat not yet. B-Strat only had a 3-5 pre-flop. And here it comes, I bet. Nope, not yet. But Godly's going to do it. What she did do it. B-Strat's going. 5-10, ace-4. Ace-4 is holding. B-Strat needs a 5 or a 10. She got the 5 on the river. She got the 5 on the river. Oh, dear Lord. You gotta love the poker, man. I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. What's next going to be my Forrest Gump impressions? Oh, yeah, Jenny, we went down to the river and we found a nice of spades. Godly's trying to figure out what to do. She's contemplating something. She folds. I think she was going to make a move there. B-Strat does not show. Could have been a big fat bluff there. B-Strat holding her own this game. And by the way, for anybody who's watching us live here, if there is anybody in the live chat, sorry, we do not have that screen up. We do not pay attention to the live chat during the broadcast because we have way too many screens going on to bring you these. With our the way we do things, not your typical gaming broadcast, I guess. We could put up the leaderboard for some excitement. I don't want to put up the player profiles because then you can't see the table. And I don't want to shrink the table on you guys either. Godly is going to just let that one kind of slide out. Ooh, trip 3s from B-Strat. Making a fighting comeback here. She's hanging on for dear life. Godly has definitely let her timer run down. She has almost 0 reserve time left here. Could be playing a slow game. B-Strat going to take that one down. Limping in at $2,000. Calling the big blind. As we're at a 1,000, 2,000 blind. Godly slowing down that timer yet again. Godly lets that one just check out. Ace-7 deuce. Not sure what's going on here, what the strategy is with the timing down. could be away. We could have Godly could be AFK at the moment. Nope, there was a move there. She's there. She's playing that clock. Playing a little bit of mind game there. Just take down that hand there. B-Strat in the big blind with $2,000. Godly will just limp in, and we see a cheap flop for 2-2 Jack. 2-2. Who's got the 2-2? You want to go dancing in 2-2? Go get the poker cat. Ace of clubs, 6 of spades on the river, $2,000 and a fold. This is probably one of the more exciting final showdowns that we've seen in this Warrior Series so far. It has not been just cut and dried. All in for B-Strat. She's going to take it with Jack 10. She had the straight. Could have been going on straight plus royal flush. It was possible. I think. These guys move so fast. Ace 5 of spades there for B-Strat. She showed us she took that one down. In the small blind. Limps in. Godly just checks it down. 9-6-8 rainbowed. Godly takes the blinds. Blinds will be going up here in about another 4 minutes to 1,500, 3,000. We'll see if we get that far. These guys are playing very tight. They both really want to win this, you can tell. A lot of discipline in this game. A lot of discipline. Queen 3, 5, 7, and a king to finish it out. Of spades. $2,000, and Godly's letting B-Strat take that. That's another $8,000. Tables are turning again. From B-Strat being... Well, from Godly being double what B-Strat had, this is getting very interesting. Back and forth. Godly now sitting on the ledge here all of a sudden. 7 king, deuce, 2 spades, $2,000 from Godly. B-Strat's out. Godly will pop back up there a little bit. Gives her a little bit more. Get some blinds in. And for those of you that didn't know what we were talking about when we said you can see things in the blinds, sometimes we change over to big blind structures for betting where, as you can see here, B-Strat has 8.2 big blinds and Godly has 2.33 big blinds. That's basically the amount of hands that they have left with their stack is kind of the way to really look at that. So if that gives you a little bit more explanation, is that Godly right there got 1 extra hand back with a 2-4 of clubs. So we're going to go back to chip counts, though. As B-Strat is coming in strong, Godly's all in. B-Strat calls it. Here it comes to a showdown. Ace, deuce, 8, 9. Ace, deuce, flops. 2 pair. Possible. Godly could. No, Godly does not take it. B-Strat wins game 4 of the weekend Warrior Series with the Syndicate Poker Club against Godly, who will take second. 4 king ace hole takes third, and that'll do it for this 4th game. A very exciting finish. Definitely a long, drawn-out finish on this final heads-up play. That was absolutely exciting. We couldn't cut away to anything else. We had to let you guys watch. So, in any case, we play over at pokernow.club, and you can check out tomorrow night. They've got a Coin Clash number 5. Seating is limited to the first 250 players who check into the game. You can join them over at pokernow.club. If you're looking for a link to that, you need to get on Discord. Find Poker Now on Discord, and you can find the link to that game. Once again, those seats are limited to the first 250 checked-in players will be allowed to play in that game. So just for what they call Poker Now coins. Now coins, I think, is what they actually call them. So There you go. But in any case, that is tonight's game all done, all squared away and over with as we wrap up this broadcast with Godly taking on the win with a very incorrect, or I'm sorry, B-Strat taking on the win with the incorrect leaderboard. B-Strat, Godly, Working Ace-Hole, Boss, the Freak Child, Thunderbird, and then Marta, rounding it out with our 7-player field on this game. So there you are, gang. That'll do the end of Game 4 of the Syndicate's Weekend Warrior Series, being broadcast to you from KFRK Entertainment. And we will see you on the next broadcast. We hope you enjoyed. And if not, stud us up a bomb. I don't know. Whatever else we would say, because I don't have closing music for you guys. So with that, we are out of here. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good afternoon. Whatever the case